Hi, Angela Wolf here. I'm not sure if you've noticed the new buttonhole foot that comes with the Brother Luminaire. Let me show you how it works. Let's take a closer look at the buttonhole foot that comes with the Brother Luminaire. There's two pieces here, both are metal. This will allow you, your fabric will go in between here, this will allow you to sew buttonholes in fabric that might otherwise stretch or it's too thin, where in the past maybe your buttonholes didn't turn out quite the way you wanted to. This is really going to solve that issue. Another thing I want to point out is this area here. This is where you would typically put a button to tell the machine how large of a buttonhole to make. And look at how large this is now. A little over 1.5 inches. That's a pretty big button. So let me show you how this works. Open this and place in whatever button you have to use. It just slides in place, make it tight. If you're already using another foot, just click this button and that releases. And you take this foot with the A facing towards you. And slide that into place. Notice when I lift this up, this top layer opens and this other metal piece stays below. Your fabric will slide in between this area here. I have my piece of fabric ready. On the inside, or the wrong side of the fabric, I have fusible interfacing pressed to the wrong side. And I've folded this in half and pressed this. This would be, for example, the front corner of your jacket, or if you're working on a pillow or some home deck. This chalk guide here is where I want my buttonhole to start. This is about 1/2 inch from the front edge, but this really depends on how large your button is. For example, my button's a little bit smaller, so you have to imagine that once this is in place, it will go about this far on the fabric. You just don't want it to hang over the edge. I also want to give myself a chalk mark where I know that this is where I want the buttonhole to start, but this line here, this X, will line up with the buttonhole foot. There are quite a few buttonholes to choose from. Up along here, if you scroll to number 4, you can scroll down. This will show you all of the buttonholes that you have to decide from. I'm just going to pick 4-06. This also tells me what foot to use in case you forget. If you look closely at the foot, you'll see these red cross lines and one in the front. Those are going to line up with these crosshairs that you have here on your fabric. Because you have this bar here, you really can't slide the fabric in this way, so start from the back. Slide your fabric in, that X, for these cross lines will match this line here, and that red line will match the other chalk mark. And then you can either press the green button or use your presser foot, whatever you prefer. When it stops, simply press the thread cutter and your buttonhole is finished. I hope you're as excited as I am about the new buttonhole foot. Adding buttonholes in chiffons, knits, difficult to use fabrics is going to be so much easier now. Again, I'm Angela Wolf. For more sewing tips and tutorials, be sure to visit brothersews.com and angelawolf.com. Until next time, happy sewing.